So yeah, a powerful country entered another nation territory and captured a sitting president. No long negotiation, no diplomatic talks, just action. In early January 2026, international media reported that US forces carried out an operation inside Venezuela, leading to the capture of President Nicolas Maduro. According to CNN and Reuters, this wasn't a symbolic move. It reportedly involved military force, intelligence coordination, and advanced technology. Now, here's something most people doesn't know right away. Venezuela holds the largest proven oil reserve in the world, an estimated like 303 billion barrels, which is nearly one-fifth of all the oil reserve on the planet. That's more than Saudi Arabia, Iran, or Canada. So, what actually happened? Why would the US take such a drastic step? And what does this mean for the rest of the world, including people who feel like this story is far away? For our divers out there, this is one of those stories that only makes sense when you are willing to dive a little deeper. So, what actually happened? Here's what's being reported so far. According to multiple international outlets, US forces launched coordinated strike on specific target inside Venezuela, shortly after President Nicolas Maduro and his wife reportedly detained and transported to the United States of America. US officials claimed that was related to long-standing charges, including drug trafficking and narco-terrorism. Reuters mentioned that the operation caused casualties and relied heavily on intelligence gathering, military precision, and surveillance technology. This wasn't diplomacy. This was force. So, why did this happen? So divers, before jumping to conclusion, let's slow down and look at both sides of the story. Officially, the US government said this operation was about law enforcement and stopping drug networks, allegedly linked to Venezuela's leadership. That's the official explanation, but analysts argue that global events are rarely driven by a single reason. Venezuela's massive oil wealth, our largest proven oil reserve in the world, add another dimension to this story. Energy interests, regional power dynamic, and geopolitical influence are often intertwined with decisions like this. So, when you are combined law enforcement, energy interests, regional power, and global influence, it starts to look less like a single operation. It's more like a geopolitical signal. But when we are looking at on our social media like TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, or even Facebook, there's something off about Venezuelans. Why some Venezuelans appear relieved? This part confused many people. Video circulated online showing some Venezuelans celebrating or reacting with relief after the news broke. To understand that, you need context. Venezuela has faced years of economic collapse, hyperinflation, and shortage of food and medicine, and mass migration. According to BBC and Al Jazeera, many citizens blame long-term leadership and corruption for their daily struggles. So for some people, this moment didn't feel like foreign aggression. It felt like the possible end of a painful chapter. That said, many others saw it as violation of sovereignty and national pride, because both reactions can exist at the same time. The US side and the Venezuela side. From the US perspective, this action is framed as strange control and protection, especially against drug and transnational crime. That message resonated with people who believe decisive action keep order. From Venezuela perspective, especially among Maduro supporters, this is framed as foreign interference and attack on national sovereignty. This creates US versus them narrative, which historically helped leaders maintain loyalty under pressure. This isn't just a cycle conflict, it is a battle of perception. And why this matters to you. You may be thinking, this doesn't affect my life, but action like this sets precedents. They raise questions about who enforce international law, who decide when border can be crossed, and what happens when power outweighs rules. When oil-rich countries become unstable, energy prices shift, market react, global relationships change. Even if you don't follow politics, you still feel the impact to price, jobs, and uncertainty. So, this isn't just a story about US and Venezuela, it's about how power operates, how fear is used, and how global decisions quietly shape everyday life. Diverse, this isn't about choosing sides, it's about understanding impact. Because once you see beneath the surface, it's hard to look at the world the same way again. If action like this become normal, what kind of world are we moving toward? We are submarine deep dive, more than just the surface. See you on the next topic.